to commend the FCT Minister for taking it seriously, the advice we've been dishing out, the Senate has been dishing out to all government agents in this country, to even all tiers of government, that please go out there and get the necessary revenue that accrues to your entity. This is a period when we need money, we need inflow revenue to come to the coffers of government. Be sounding this advice to everyone, to all agents of government, even to all tiers. And it's good that the FCT Minister has taken this advice seriously by garnering more funds. There was a budget that was brought, and there was a revenue target that was put forward by the FCT Minister. But out of that, projection, the FCT Minister has gone further. The FCT Minister has gone further to garner more money, more revenue. So this is commendable, and is utilizing this money to further develop the FCT. So it's a welcome thing, and it's something that will advise other agencies, other tiers of government, other agencies of government, other ministries to take a cue, to learn from what the minister has done. Please go out there. There are several revenues, that remain untapped. So it is good and it's commendable, and we shouldn't waste any time by giving the go-ahead for the FCT administration to utilize this money, because it's able to garner more money, that is now accruing to the coffers of the government. I so submit, Mr. President.
Distinguished Senator, that when you drive through Abuja, at least I've been here for the last 4 years, not going anywhere. The development I'm seeing in Abuja for the last 9 to 6 months, I've never seen before. Some of the bridges that you go in the night, in fact, day before yesterday, I was driving with one of my drivers going to around NIA. I saw that bridge had been completed and tarred and was an express road. I do not see why the Senate cannot pass this supplementary budget. I urge all of our colleagues, in view of what is happening in Federal Capital Territory today, the minister have shown capacity and the minister have shown a very tough skin to work for the FCT. I will urge other ministers who are sleeping to wake up and work like this minister. And he's also generated the revenue himself and is using it. So we should approve this supplementary budget. I urge all our colleagues and to support this bill, and also to give more light to what is going to do with the money. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Distinguished Senator Dafinone.
Joining my colleagues, my distinguished colleagues, Senator Kalu and the Deputy President of the Senate, in commending the Minister of Federal Capital Territory for the good work he has been doing so far, and especially for the additional revenue generated for the FCT. But I'd like to note, sir, that the supplementary budget presented before us here does not give us any clarification on the revenue proposed or the usage of the funds. We are given two generic headings: total revenue proposed 98.5 billion and total expenditure proposed 98.5 billion. I want to suggest, Mr. President, that some further clarification should be required to enable this House know exactly where the revenue was generated and also how the expenditure would be made, so as we could approve both the revenue and the expenditure against precise headings. Thank you, Mr. President.
Distinguished Senator.
My leader, I'm not against this budget, but I feel when we are presenting budgets like this, we should do them in the right way so that posterity will also judge us right. When you are presenting a budget is supposed to come with a profile or breakdown of what the expenditure is, what is the source of the revenue, what is the performance of the previous budgets, and then from there, we deliberate it. But if it is going to be committed to the committee level, then at the committee level, that should be done. Then we're not supposed to debate it at a plenary. Thank you, Mr. President.
There is nothing before us to debate. So so the leader of the Senate, you heard his observation. There is nothing before us to debate. Therefore, I will put the question. Those who are in support that this supplementary appropriation be now read a second time, say aye. Those against, say nay. Leader, approach.
Bill 2024. The bill was read the first time on Wednesday, 15th May 2024. The FCT 2024 Statutory Supplementary Appropriation Bill seeks to authorize the issue from the Federal Capital Territory Administration Consolidated Revenue Fund of the Federal Capital Territory Administration account the total sum of 98 billion 500 million naira only, to accommodate additional inflow from internally generated revenue, resulting to a revised total FCT IRS 2024 statutory revenue appropriation to the sum of 348 billion 720 million naira only. The FCT 2024 supplementary budget is to consolidate on the magnitude and scope of the ongoing projects simultaneously within the city center and across the 6 area councils in the territory to ensure that the vision of the renewed hope mantra for a befitting capital city for Nigeria and Nigerians is accordingly achieved. The summary of the 2024 FCT supplementary budget proposal is as follows. Total revenue proposed, 98 billion 500 million naira only, and total expenditure proposed is in the sum of 98 billion 500 million naira only. Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, I urge you all to give this bill an expeditious passage into law. I thank you and may God bless you.
Deputy Senate President.